Let me begin with a question that surprises many seniors when I ask it in my clinic. What if the vegetables you choose in the evening could quietly repair your brain and strengthen your vision while you sleep? Most people think of sleep as passive, but the truth is that nighttime is the most active healing window your body has. Your brain clears metabolic waste, your neurons rebuild their connections, and your eyes repair the microscopic damage caused by light, stress, and inflammation throughout the day. The challenge is that as we move into our 60s and 70s, the systems responsible for brain repair slow down. The lymphatic channels that drain toxins from the brain do not work as efficiently. The antioxidants in the retina become depleted. Hormones that protect memory decline. And this is why so many seniors notice a drop in focus, slower recall, and some degree of night vision strain, even when their lifestyle feels healthy enough. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Aging increases something called oxidative stress. That is the biological rust that slowly affects your neurons and the delicate tissues of your eyes. At the same time, chronic low-grade inflammation builds up like tiny embers in the background. This slows down the brain's nightly cleaning cycle, called the glymphatic system, and it weakens the retina's ability to filter harmful light. The key insight is that your body still knows how to heal. It simply needs the right raw materials delivered at the right time, especially in the evening when those repair pathways are most active. Tonight's topic matters because seniors often believe memory decline and weaker vision are inevitable. But research over the past few years tells a different story. Certain vegetables contain compounds that specifically enhance brain detoxification, nourish the retina, increase nighttime melatonin production, and even improve blood flow to areas of the brain responsible for memory. When eaten in the evening, these foods work with your natural circadian rhythm rather than against it. Think of them as tools that turn the lights back on inside the control center of your body. In this video, I will show you the 4 vegetables that have been studied for their ability to strengthen the aging brain, protect the eyes, reduce nighttime inflammation, and accelerate overnight repair. You will understand why these foods work, how your body uses them, and the best way to incorporate them so you get the greatest benefit. And if this topic already feels helpful, consider subscribing. I post content every day that helps people optimize their health naturally. Most seniors are never told that the brain has its own cleaning system that becomes active only when you sleep. It is called the glymphatic system, and you can think of it as a night shift janitor team that washes metabolic waste away from your neurons. During your 30s and 40s, this system works efficiently, but as you move into your 60s and 70s, it begins to slow. The channels that drain toxins become narrower. Inflammation makes the process sluggish, and the brain's ability to flush out debris from memory centers becomes weaker. That is why many seniors wake up feeling mentally foggy even after a full night of sleep. It is not just aging, it is the decline of nightly detox. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Throughout the day, your brain uses tremendous amounts of energy. Every thought, every decision, every visual image you process creates metabolic waste. Normally that waste is cleared at night, but inflammation, blood sugar imbalance, and oxidative stress make the glymphatic system work harder. These factors stiffen the tiny channels that drain fluid, slow the circulation inside the brain, and reduce the movement of cerebrospinal fluid that acts like a cleansing river. When this nightly repair slows down, toxins accumulate faster than your body can remove them. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a garden hose that used to flow freely, but over the years, small bits of dirt and sediment collect inside. The water still moves, but not with the pressure it once had. Now imagine trying to clean a driveway with that weakened hose. The surface stays dirty, not because you are doing anything wrong, but because the pressure is not strong enough. This is exactly how the aging brain begins to function. The cleaning pressure decreases and the buildup interferes with memory, clarity, and attention. The encouraging part is that certain vegetables contain compounds that widen those glymphatic channels and reduce inflammation inside the brain. Green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, and deeply pigmented vegetables supply nitrates, polyphenols, and natural antioxidants that relax blood vessels, increase circulation in the brain, reduce oxidative stress, and lower the inflammatory burden that slows detox pathways. Research shows that older adults who consume these vegetables consistently have stronger memory performance, improved brain volume, and better cognitive resilience compared to those who do not. Here is the practical part that many people overlook. Timing matters. When you eat these vegetables earlier in the day, much of their benefit is used for energy and digestion. But when you consume them in the evening, the nutrients are still active when your brain begins its detox cycle. Nitrates support blood flow as you enter deep sleep. Polyphenols reduce inflammation before slow-wave sleep begins. Antioxidants help the brain cope with the oxidative waste that builds up during the first half of the night. By aligning your vegetable intake with your natural circadian rhythm, you get a stronger repair response with the same meal you would eat at any other time. This is why seniors who shift these vegetables to the evening often report clearer thinking in the morning, sharper recall, and steadier focus. You are not forcing your brain to work harder. You are simply giving it the right ingredients at the time when repair is most efficient. One of the most misunderstood changes that occurs with aging is the silent rise in inflammation inside the brain. This type of inflammation is not the dramatic kind you feel when you twist an ankle. It is low-grade, persistent, and almost invisible. Yet it interferes with memory, slows reaction time, increases forgetfulness, and makes the eyes more sensitive to strain and glare. Seniors often assume this is normal aging, but the real root cause is the chronic inflammatory pressure that builds up over decades. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Inflammation creates chemical messengers that act like static inside the brain. They disrupt the communication between neurons, weaken the pathways that form new memories, and interfere with the nighttime repair cycles that restore clarity. When these inflammatory messengers circulate, the cells in your retina also struggle to defend themselves against oxidative stress. The result is dimmer night vision, difficulty adjusting from bright to low light, and a greater sense of visual fatigue. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a radio station you listen to every evening. When the signal is clear, you can understand every word. But when static increases, you begin to lose details. You may still hear the broadcast, but it is not sharp. Inflammation is the static inside your brain's communication lines. The message is still there, but it is harder to access. And during sleep, when the brain should be restoring those lines, inflammation keeps the static alive. This is where vegetables rich in natural anti-inflammatory compounds can make a measurable difference. Scientists studying the brains of older adults have found that those who consume high levels of lutein, sulforaphane, and carotenoids from vegetables demonstrate stronger cognitive performance and more resilient neural pathways. These compounds calm inflammatory messengers, support the brain's antioxidant defense teams, and help neurons form stable connections. They also support the retina's shield against oxidative damage, which protects night vision and contrast sensitivity. Here is the practical strategy. When seniors introduce these vegetables into their evening meal, the anti-inflammatory compounds remain active during the first 2 sleep cycles. This is the time when the brain clears waste and solidifies memory. Lower inflammation during this window means cleaner signaling, stronger repair, and less oxidative burden on the eyes. Many seniors describe waking up with fewer morning headaches, better visual clarity, and a sense that their mind is finally turning on again. If this is helpful so far, consider subscribing. I post content each day designed to help you strengthen your health naturally, simply by understanding what your body truly needs. Now that we have built the foundation, let us step into the part seniors find most surprising. The vegetables that support overnight brain and vision repair are not exotic. They are not expensive. They are not difficult to prepare. What makes them powerful is the combination of pigments, antioxidants, and natural compounds that activate during the night when your brain and eyes are repairing themselves. Each of the 4 vegetables I am about to share targets a different part of the healing process. One supports detox, one nourishes the retina, one increases blood flow, one reduces oxidative stress. When used together in the evening, they form a complete support system for the aging brain. The first vegetable is spinach. Spinach is one of the richest natural sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 pigments that concentrate directly in the retina. Think of them as internal sunglasses that filter harmful blue light and reduce oxidative stress on the rods and cones responsible for night vision. Research on older adults shows that those with higher lutein levels have stronger cognitive function and significantly better visual contrast sensitivity. Spinach also contains natural nitrates that improve blood flow to the brain during sleep, helping the glymphatic system clear waste more efficiently. The second vegetable is broccoli, along with other cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli is rich in a compound called sulforaphane, which activates your body's master antioxidant pathway. This pathway repairs damaged cells, reduces inflammation, and helps neurons withstand oxidative pressure. Sulforaphane also supports detoxification in the liver, which indirectly improves the brain's nighttime cleaning cycle. When seniors consume broccoli in the evening, sulforaphane remains active for several hours, supporting both brain and eye repair during early sleep. The third vegetable is beetroot. Many seniors do not realize that beetroot is one of the most effective natural ways to boost blood flow to the brain. It is packed with natural nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels and increases oxygen delivery to the areas of the brain responsible for memory and focus. Stronger blood flow at night means a more efficient detox cycle, better nutrient delivery, and improved overnight recovery. Beetroot has also been shown to enhance oxygenation in the visual cortex, the area of the brain that interprets the images captured by your eyes. The fourth vegetable is red bell pepper. Red bell pepper contains one of the highest natural concentrations of vitamin C found in any vegetable. Vitamin C is essential for repairing retinal tissue and protecting the lens of the eye from oxidative stress. It also supports collagen in the tiny blood vessels that nourish the brain and eyes. Importantly, vitamin C is used heavily during sleep, especially during the phases when your brain is clearing toxins. A single evening serving of red bell pepper can replenish what your body needs for those repair cycles. Now let me explain the combined effect. Spinach strengthens retinal pigments. Broccoli activates the master antioxidant system. Beetroot increases blood flow for deeper detox. Red bell pepper protects the retina and supports microvascular repair. Together, they create a powerful environment for overnight healing. Seniors often notice improved morning clarity, sharper vision in low light, and a calmer, more refreshed mind. Now that you know the four vegetables that support overnight repair, let us talk about how to use them in a way that aligns with your body's natural rhythm. Many seniors eat these foods occasionally, but the timing is scattered and the amount is inconsistent. What the research shows is that the evening window is the most effective period to deliver these nutrients, because that is when the brain begins strengthening its detox pathways. The retina starts repairing light damage, and blood flow naturally shifts toward deeper areas of the brain responsible for memory and focus. Here is what is really going on inside your body. As you move into the first 90 minutes of sleep, your brain enters slow wave sleep. This is the phase where blood flow increases inside your memory centers, your glymphatic channels widen, and your neurons release metabolic waste. If you have the right nutrients circulating at that moment, the repair becomes more efficient. Spinach delivers lutein to strengthen the retina. Broccoli activates detox enzymes. Beetroot boosts blood flow exactly when the brain needs it. Red bell pepper provides the antioxidant strength required to stabilize and rebuild retinal cells. You are giving your body what it needs at the time it needs it most. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a construction crew that works only at night. They arrive with a full team ready to repair a building. But if they show up and there are no materials on site, they stand around waiting and very little gets done. When you provide these vegetables in the evening, you are delivering the bricks, the tools, and the scaffolding right before the crew arrives. Suddenly, the repair team can work with speed and precision. Here is the practical evening protocol that brings all of this together. About 1 to 2 hours before bed, include a small serving of these vegetables with your final meal. This does not need to be a large plate. Even a modest portion activates the pathways you want. A handful of lightly cooked spinach, a half cup of steamed broccoli, a few slices of roasted beetroot, or half of a fresh red bell pepper is enough to support your nighttime repair cycle. Many seniors find it helpful to rotate these vegetables throughout the week instead of using all four every night. The goal is consistency, not overload. For seniors who struggle with heavy meals at night, these vegetables pair well with simple proteins or soups. The idea is not to force a large dinner, but to ensure that the compounds supporting brain and vision health are present when your body begins its healing phase. Within a few nights of consistent timing, many seniors notice steadier morning focus, better visual clarity, and fewer episodes of brain fog upon waking. If this is bringing value to you so far, consider subscribing. I post content each day designed to help you improve your health by understanding the science of how your body heals itself. To understand why these vegetables are most effective at night, you need to look at how your sleep cycles work. Seniors often assume sleep is simply a period of rest, but inside your brain, it is a highly coordinated sequence of physiological events. Each stage of sleep performs a specific job, and certain nutrients support those jobs more effectively than others. When seniors align the right foods with the right phase of sleep, the brain begins to repair itself the way it did decades earlier. Here is what is really happening inside your body. The first phase of nighttime rest is light sleep. During this stage, your heart rate begins to slow, inflammation gradually decreases, and your body prepares to release growth and repair hormones. This is when the compounds in broccoli begin activating the antioxidant pathways that help neurons cope with oxidative stress. Sulforaphane is especially helpful here because it strengthens the internal defense systems that protect both brain cells and the delicate tissues of the retina. As you move deeper into slow-wave sleep, brainwave patterns shift, blood flow increases toward the memory centers, and the glymphatic system begins to open. This is where spinach and beetroot do their best work. The nitrates in beetroot convert into nitric oxide, which naturally widens blood vessels and increases oxygenation. The improved blood flow helps the brain move cerebrospinal fluid more efficiently through the glymphatic channels. At the same time, the lutein in spinach begins concentrating in the retina, supporting the repair of light-sensitive cells that took on stress throughout the day. Then you transition into rapid eye movement sleep. This stage is essential for memory consolidation. The brain sorts, organizes, and stabilizes new information. Red bell pepper, rich in vitamin C, supports the tiny capillaries that deliver nutrients to the visual cortex along with regions responsible for focus and learning. Vitamin C is used heavily during this stage because the brain is metabolically active, generating oxidative byproducts that must be neutralized. A steady supply of antioxidants during rapid eye movement sleep prevents unnecessary stress on neurons. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your night as a three-part workshop. The first team arrives to prepare the space and organize the tools. The second team comes in to do the heavy repairs and deep cleaning. The third team arrives near morning to fine-tune the details and stabilize the improvements. Each vegetable you consume before bed supports one of these teams. Broccoli prepares the workshop. Spinach and beetroot power the main repair shift. Red bell pepper supports the finishing work that stabilizes your memory and clarity. When these phases work in harmony, seniors wake up with a sharper mind, steadier focus, and more comfortable vision. They also notice less morning grogginess because the brain's detox cycle has completed more of its work. You are not forcing your body to change. You are partnering with its natural rhythm, and that partnership becomes more valuable as you age. One of the most important truths about aging is that the changes in the brain and eyes are not irreversible. Seniors often assume that memory decline, night vision strain, or slower processing speed are permanent. What the research shows is that consistent, targeted nutrition can significantly slow these changes and even partially reverse functional decline. The key is providing the brain and eyes with the compounds they need to repair cellular structures, neutralize oxidative stress, and improve microvascular health. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Neurons continue to form new connections throughout life, a process called neuroplasticity. But neuroplasticity slows when oxidative stress and inflammation dominate the cellular environment. Similarly, retinal cells continue to regenerate certain structures, but their repair slows if antioxidants are not available. By regularly consuming vegetables rich in lutein, sulforaphane, nitrates, and vitamin C, seniors create a protective environment where repair processes can operate efficiently. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a city with aging roads, bridges, and traffic lights. If no maintenance is performed, traffic becomes slow, accidents increase, and the infrastructure continues to degrade. Now imagine a team of engineers and repair crews that arrive every night with the right materials. Over time, even older roads are reinforced, bridges become stronger, and traffic flows more smoothly. The brain and eyes operate the same way. Even after decades of wear and tear, the right nutrients delivered consistently allow repair teams to rebuild, reinforce, and maintain essential functions. Research supports this approach. Studies have shown that older adults with higher dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin have better memory performance and improved retinal density compared to those with lower intake. Beetroot supplementation improves blood flow to the frontal cortex, enhancing executive function, while sulforaphane has been linked to reduced inflammatory markers and stronger cognitive performance in seniors. Vitamin C is correlated with improved microvascular integrity and reduced oxidative stress in the retina, which helps maintain night vision and contrast sensitivity. By integrating these four vegetables into your evening routine, seniors give their body the building blocks for repair, resilience, and long-term cognitive and visual health. Over time, this consistent nutritional support strengthens memory, reduces mental fatigue, and maintains sharper vision. It also complements other lifestyle factors, such as adequate sleep, light movement, and stress management, creating a holistic approach to natural brain and eye optimization. As we approach the final section of this video, it is important to integrate everything we have covered into a clear, actionable understanding. Seniors now know the four vegetables that support overnight brain and vision repair: spinach, broccoli, beetroot, and red bell pepper. Each vegetable provides a unique set of compounds: lutein and zeaxanthin, sulforaphane, nitrates, and vitamin C that work synergistically with the body's natural repair processes during sleep. But understanding the science is only half of the story. The other half is aligning nutrition with your circadian rhythm, sleep cycles, and inflammatory status to maximize results. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Nighttime repair is not random. It is a precisely coordinated sequence of events. Your glymphatic system clears toxins, neurons consolidate memory, retinal cells repair oxidative damage, and blood flow shifts to areas most in need. By providing the right compounds at the right time, you give these systems the fuel they require to operate efficiently. The effect is cumulative. Even a modest, consistent intake of these vegetables each evening can produce measurable improvements in memory, visual clarity, and cognitive resilience over weeks and months. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body as a sophisticated orchestra. Each sleep cycle is a movement, each nutrient is an instrument, and your repair processes are the musicians. When everything is timed and balanced, the result is a beautiful symphony of restoration. If a key instrument is missing or out of sync, the music suffers. By consuming these four vegetables in the evening, you are ensuring every instrument is present and tuned, producing the most harmonious repair possible. Practical strategies make this simple. Rotate servings of these vegetables each evening. Pair them with a light protein or healthy fat to improve absorption. Focus on consistency over quantity. Even a small portion of each vegetable ensures the compounds remain active during the critical early phases of sleep. Over time, this creates a stronger, more resilient brain, improved night vision, and a body better equipped to handle the metabolic and oxidative pressures of aging. By now, you should understand the physiology, the compounds, and the timing that make this approach effective. Seniors who adopt this routine often report clearer mornings, steadier focus, improved memory recall, and less visual strain. They are not relying on medication or complex interventions. They are partnering with their body's natural processes using simple, science-backed foods. Let us recap the main insights from today's video. Seniors now understand that the brain and eyes are not passive at night. They are actively repairing, detoxifying, and rebuilding. Aging slows these processes through inflammation, oxidative stress, and reduced blood flow. But this decline is not inevitable. Spinach, broccoli, beetroot, and red bell pepper each provide unique compounds that target these repair mechanisms. Lutein and zeaxanthin strengthen the retina, sulforaphane reduces inflammation, nitrates enhance blood flow, and vitamin C supports microvascular and retinal repair. Timing matters. Consuming these vegetables in the evening aligns their activity with the body's natural sleep cycles, optimizing detoxification, memory consolidation, and visual repair while you rest. These insights matter because they address root causes rather than symptoms. Instead of simply treating memory lapses or eye strain, you are providing your body with the tools it needs to repair itself naturally. The result is improved cognitive clarity, better night vision, steadier focus, and long-term resilience against age-related decline. Over time, this approach can complement sleep, light exercise, and metabolic health to create a truly holistic strategy for longevity. Here is a direct challenge. Try incorporating just one of these vegetables into your evening routine tonight. Observe how your mind feels the next morning, notice any changes in focus or clarity, and gradually build toward a consistent weekly pattern. Small strategic steps taken consistently yield profound results over time. If this added value, like the video and subscribe to join others who are optimizing their health naturally. By aligning nutrition with your body's repair mechanisms, you are not just eating, you are actively supporting your brain, your vision, and your long-term well-being while you sleep.